Hello all of you lovely members of the Chaos Galaxy TCG Discord community. At the start of this year, we had some pretty lofty ambitions for generating investment and interest into the game, despite an extended hiatus from the game's creator. We covered all of the proposed changes in our first community update back in March, and a whole lot has happened since then, so let's regroup and see where Chaos Galaxy will be heading from here. Our standard SBR tournament circuit has been progressing underway as expected, and we've had an extremely positive turnout for the last two tournaments. Alert Response managed to accrue 19 entrants, which is the most entrants for a single tournament since all the way back in 2022. Furthermore, its follow-up tournament, Oddish's Birthday Bash, was a one-day tournament, which historically see a significantly smaller number of entrants. However, Oddish's Birthday Bash now holds the record for the most entrants in a single one-day tournament. 2025 continues to break records, having the highest prize pool of all time, and now also the highest entrance in a one-day tournament. This is extremely positive news, and it means you guys are really responding to the energy and effort that's being put forward to encourage growth, and that is awesome. But it hasn't all been good news. I'd like to quickly talk about where things can improve. As the sole driver of everything proposed in the March community update, it's been hard to get around everything all at once. Initially, we promised a statistical analysis and breakdown video following each of the major tournaments this year. This is the most time-consuming aspect of what has been put forward for the game, and something I still think is worth pursuing. However, time has gotten away from me, so I'd like to apologize for the lack of delivery there. I do still intend to make these videos to completion and have them uploaded in the coming weeks, but I need to give myself room to breathe and not overwork myself. Thank you for your patience, and look forward to new, fresh content coming soon. To fulfill you all with a vote of confidence moving forward in 2025, I've made a legitimate effort to bring some progress on some previously established goals, and hopefully get you excited about what's to come. We discussed in our first update that we wanted to add some much needed introduction to not just Chaos Galaxy itself, but how the server works in general. This new how to play channel should help with that, and hopefully make getting set up and learning how to play the game much easier on new players. We're also working on new ways to hopefully improve the new player experience, but this is hopefully a big step in the right direction. As a little tease for the upcoming Alert Response video, I'd like to share with you the planet distribution graph for that tournament. These are honestly super fun to make, and it's surprising to see just how popular Barrow was at that tournament. I know you guys will respond more than anything to action and strong creative choices, and I look forward to doing just that for the remainder of 2025. This has been up on the agenda since back in March, shrouded in mystery, and everyone is still in the dark as to what exactly this is, so here's a little teaser to get you all riled up. The first of the biannual Astral Ascent tournaments in 2025 is just on the horizon, and we've really been looking forward to this event for basically the entire year so far. In case you've forgotten, Astral Ascent is a special tournament that excludes the top 4 highest scoring players from last year's competitive season, giving up-and-coming players the opportunity to really solidify their name as a force to be reckoned with and define themselves as players. See our last community update for more information on how that ties in with our main SBR season. Given the nature of the event and celebrating potentially less established players within the scene, we'd like to highlight eligible players who are expected to perform well. This guy should be on everybody's radar right now. Chrono Knight is consistently hitting top 5 and top 4 finishes at tournaments where the best players in the game are present. This should mean no surprise at all if he simply runs away with the Astral Ascent title, though all that expectation could see him crack under the pressure. Keep an eye on this guy for sure. A bit of a dark horse in the scene, as we've seen him perform very well in some highly contested tournaments before, but oftentimes just doesn't show up with the tools necessary to go all the way. In a more streamlined field, could he cut away the fluff and lock in for a win, or will he laugh off another important tournament? Now, Harry Knight is a player that I don't think anyone had high up on their lists coming into 2025, having only shown up for one tournament in all of 2024. But he managed to kick this year off with a scorcher, placing 3rd in the highest prize tournament of all time with Tekla. And even despite 2 major players coming back into the scene following this, Harry Knight has managed to stay relevant, ranking the highest on the SBR leaderboard out of any eligible Astral Ascent players so far. These guys are all especially promising up-and-coming talents, so I'd be looking at them to go all the way. But it really is anyone's tournament, and that's why you, yes you, should sign up for Astral Ascent. Registration is now open via our Discord server, and registration will close on the 20th of June. The tournament will begin on the 21st. Good luck to all you up-and-comers out there. The event slate for 2025 has also been receiving some small updates. Now I am proud to officially announce that the year is being sectioned up into 3 separate splits over the year. This is something that active members in the community would already be aware of, but here it is in a more official capacity. Why incorporate splits? We've divided the season up into multiple splits to more clearly indicate where you can expect a new ban list. The beginning of each new split will bring with it a brand new and fresh ban list. That doesn't mean there can't be an emergency ban list for particularly problematic decks, but this more clearly defines when you can expect the format to have large changes. We've also made some adjustments to how the score-based rankings are displayed via the sheet that you all know and love. Access it below or via the CG Rankings channel. We've added the splits in here so you can visually see how long a format will last, and you can also now see exactly who has earned an invite for the end of year invitational thus far. We hope this sparks a little bit more excitement into the server, and gets you all excited to play in the highly anticipated Astral Ascent tournament. I know I for one am extremely excited about the future of the game, and incredibly proud of how far we've come in just a few short months. I look forward to seeing all the creative and powerful decks you guys will bring, and I wish you all good luck.